So now we're up to the recess light fixtures in the admin offices. So let me just demonstrate a little bit how to do that. Not too much. It's very much the same thing. And I'll just place some extra ones in here. Now remember that when you do this, remember to set your work plane first. Okay, and so now that my work plane is going to be level 2. Okay, and my ceiling is about 2 feet below level 2. So when I go in to set these, I've already changed them to be 2 feet below. Okay, my offset from the host is 2 feet below, minus 2 feet. Okay, so that's how these ones work. Okay, because my roof level, remember, is at, or not my roof level, pardon me. Where's my elevation? Level 2 is at 10 feet. I want to be at 8 feet for my recessed light. So it's 2 feet below level 2 is where I'm going to go. So let's come back into here. I'll put a couple of them in here just so that you can see. Again, it's systems, it's lighting fixtures, but now instead of the pendant, we're going to take the plain recessed. And we want 120. Okay. And so I can do 1 tube by 4 feet long. I can do 2 tubes by 4 feet long, and that's really common. So let me pick that one. And then place it on a work plane. And there it goes. And you can just place it wherever it's, needs to be. Now you can see the directions say 1 in each room. Space them around the hallway a little bit. Some of the rooms are a little bit bigger, so I decided to go with 2 in some of them. If you get too many of them and you're making your circuit, and it says, oops, you've got too many, just drop some of them out. We're not really concerned with doing a massive amount of analysis and work on that. We're just getting you familiar with it at the very first level, because for many of you, this is the first time it's working with lighting. So kind of whatever you get in here, if you get some of these in here, then I'm happy. Again, you want to take your section view to see how it's going to look. And I'll shorten it down there. And I'll double click on that line, right click, and go to the view. And there they are. They just happen to be right where they belong, right attached to the ceiling that is in there. And it's 2 feet down, right? If I were to take an annotation on, okay, 2 feet 6 to the top of it. I got the front of it instead of the top of it, but it's at the right height. So that's what we're looking for. Okay, so that's how we get these. That's how we get these done. And then remember to go back and hide that in this view. And you're going to have to hide those everywhere. Once you put those in, they'll go into your power ones too. Right? Oh, look at that. So I have to go hide it in this view. Or, I mean, you can erase it, but I hate to do that. I put it in there on purpose so that I could see something. I probably want to see it again. So I tend to hide them rather than erase them. Okay, and it looks like I did some extra copying in here and got some extra things done. So I've done too much over here too. I can probably, I think these were when I did one of those arrays from the other one. So always be careful that you're checking your work and that it looks right. And you have to go back and check all of your views every time. Make sure that what you're putting in this view shows or does not show appropriately in other views. So there we go. That's the end of activity 1. I think that's about 2 hours work, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on how fluent you are. And but there you go. So have fun adding some lighting.